Hello and welcome to the title screen of Let's Play Dark Souls with hipp0cat. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I sure hope...
I almost forgot how annoying can you be while demanding that we record something.
Yes, well, I haven't been demanding too much lately. I think I just was reminding you a couple times over the week. And I hope you missed Nitroad as much as she, I'm sure, missed you. I'm going to be in human form. Mostly this video so you can admire, although this is going to cost me a lot of humanities, and this now is getting a bit more tense than usual because every death for me here means that I'm going to use up another humanity to turn into human again. Thankfully though, by the middle of this video I've got a pretty nice way of farming that, so there we go. But I am now heading into Blighttown without any moss to heal the poison, which is probably one of the best ideas ever. And I'm going to go and kill Chaos Witch Quelag, if you remember the spider lady.
Yeah, I remember. So, did you just decide to do this, to make this harder for yourself, or just was too lazy to farm that moss or something? What's the deal?
Well, actually I just kinda didn't think of it, surprising as it may be for you to hear. I just kinda went in here, got poisoned by that dude's club, and then found out that, whoop, I don't have any normal moss. I only have the super moss, but I don't think, yeah, I didn't have normal, and I didn't get super poisoned ever in this video. Although, well, it's sped up here, so you probably cannot even see it. Even I cannot see it, but there are darts flying at me from time to time from up there, from those fuckers. But yeah, I just kinda... I know, whatever. I just have Estus flasks, I'm going to heal myself. And now is the best time for that naked lady to invade. My nature Mildred.
The Battle of Naked Ladies, oh wow.
Yep, and
this is a sight.
Later is going to be cooperative against another half naked lady, because the other half of her is a spider. And the two naked ladies that are we. I think she's cosplaying one of those dudes with the meat cleavers. I just kinda realized lately. She has the sack and the cleaver, and well, those dudes had two cleavers, she has a shield. But still, maybe she's like one of them or something, it's supposed to be at least. But yeah, this isn't really a fair fight. As you can see, 3 hits and she's down. Although she is a sport about it, because if you kill her here, you can summon her for the boss, which I am of course going to do, because fighting bosses like this isn't really optimal, shall we say. Let's go through the swamp, get poisoned, and spend the entire fight being poisoned. That's going to be awesome. I'm avoiding those dudes with the rolling boulders, by the way. They just kind of stand there. Didn't notice me this time, thankfully. Alright. Now, do you think I will kill... Well, I have killed Quelag on my first try?
Well, you probably did.
Well, I'm not going to comment anyway. Let's see and find out if you owe me $10,000, which we just bet on this, or if you don't. Because I mean...
Judging on how you say that, I probably do.
I don't know why you'd assume that I beat the boss on the first try. I mean, that rarely ever happens.
Well, I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
It seemed like a pretty cool thing, like 2 naked women killing huge, horrible fucking monstrosity on their first try without any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'm not going to say that would have been cool, because that's a bit of a giveaway, but no, it would be cool. If there were more couples of naked women killing monsters on the first tries in the world, it would be a much better place. Although Mildred doesn't really care about self-preservation, she just kind of walks into lava, stands, doesn't dodge the sword attacks, nothing. Although I am doing a bit of damage, fair bit of damage here. I think that last hit I hit, well, never mind. She has that attack that kills you. I think I hit her naked woman half, because that is a weak point. And I did a bit more damage than I was used to. Anyway, you lost. There's another humanity. I'm going to glitch in this bonfire for a bit. If you look at my legs, they're glitching out a bit when I sit down. Hop, hop.
Out of sight.
Don't know why I did that, but here we go. If anyone's curious, that is from, I think, Skull Monkeys, the game. So yeah, I think I need...
There is such a game?
Yes, it's a sequel to Neverhood, platformer on the PlayStation. Also, yeah, as you might have seen, I decided that I need some equipment, but I didn't have any because I haven't picked up any armor whatsoever on this run yet, except for the Gargoyle helm that I just got as loot. So now I think I have much better chances in this hat. And I am matching her outfit better because I now also have a hat. Which I look...
Your hat is too fancy.
Well, maybe, but I don't have a shield, so I guess it evens out. I don't know, I look really ridiculous in that hat, I think. It has the chin strap thing, which makes it kinda dumb with my otherwise completely awesome appearance. Although I do look like some kind of Valkyr from Nordic mythology or something in this helmet. Oh well. Let's go kill... Well, I guess it would make sense that I wouldn't leave this fight in here if I didn't win on second try, so I guess that's not too much tension left here for the result of this fight, but I'm just going to show it all because it's a bit tense still. Killing bosses with this type of character is a bit harder than we were used to with the sorcerer. Not to mention that I do not have any armor except for this hat. Of course I'm using summons to distract everyone. Doesn't always work. But actually we kill like 4 bosses in this update, so that's something.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Precisely 4 bosses now that I count them in my head. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. One of them you haven't even seen yet, and I'm not sure we would see him in the normal playthrough, or should I say her. And well, one of them, well, the other 2 of them you obviously seen already, but one of them is killed in a hilariously easy way, so that's a bit of a prediction for the future. By the way, if you pay attention for once, you will notice that I'm barely doing as much damage as I was doing previously with my hits, and I have no idea.
Yeah, you were doing 250 damage before, and now it's like 160 or something.
I have no idea what is up with that, actually, honestly. I do not think it's my hat, and well, I know bosses gain health, I think, always when you approach them with a summon, but I was here with a summon last time and the health was different, or the damage was different, so I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Also, I just remembered that my corpse was there, you saw me picking it up. It was, well, not a lot, but a couple souls. I decided last time that I wasn't going to level up before I upgrade my equipment, so I cannot just use up these souls at the nearest bonfire. I have to go to the smith. So keeping these souls safe is adds a bit more tension if I needed that. Well, I don't know, with bosses is up to luck, because you can die and leave your corpse in the opposite end of the room, and when you enter it with the full intention to go and get that corpse, you can end up just completely paying no attention to the boss, which will kill you on your run. Thankfully that didn't happen. Also, Milk is almost dead. Her health is barely visible there, but it's like the last millimeter. So shit's about to get a bit more tough. And there she goes. No, there she goes. Your sacrifice was not in vain, Mildred. And I almost immediately get hit by the attack that kills you. Thankfully I had full health. Okay, let's speed this up. I'm stuck in the lava and stuff, but I am having a very cautious approach to this boss. Even if it might not show very well, still. I'm just running away, paying attention to where the lava is, because it's a very shitty situation if you get stuck in it backtracking from the boss like this. Yeah, and I am pretty... Well, although... Yeah, I am pretty. I have 3 Estus flasks, so this is kind of... I don't know. I wasn't sure I would win this time. Although she is nearly dead. So there we go. Bam, 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 bam. I got a good look at her animation, how she pats the head of her spider body before spewing out lava. I was trying to look for the tail for the big boom attack like that one, but I still didn't manage to notice it. Come on. And down she goes. Also, this time I noticed that some of the particle effects on her, if you see the orange stuff like chaos magic or something instead of the usual white explosion that bosses have. So I guess that's attention to detail. Let's go ring the second bell and go to Sans Fortress, the best area in the game. Boom boom boom. Contemplated using the homeward bone here, but decided to go ahead and rest at the bonfire, which I briefly forgot where it is. Bam, invisible wall. You've seen it all already. Come on, let me go. Also, I freaking love my animation sped up with running without any weapons. I don't know if you're seeing this in full frame rate, but it's hilarious, I think.
Well, doesn't seem too hilarious to me.
I guess it's just Skype fucking everything up as usual.
Yeah, probably.
In any case, I got bold here because I said, nah, I'm not gonna go bother the bonfire, I'll just go to Firelink. Whatever I can... nothing can stop me here.
Did you die then? Yes, you did.
Yes. This fucking jump once again. And there's a lesson learned 100 times over, never be bold in Dark Souls. This is a bit of a cut here. I was looking for my corpse because I was worried, because I jumped off the moving platform, but thankfully, as you will see, the game placed the corpse the last second before the moving platforms, so that was nice of it. I was afraid the corpse would be gone forever and all my amazing number of souls with it. So now we are going to... where we are going? We are going to Firelink and I'm going to kill a dude. Which in the comments someone asked why the fuck did I kill that one person in the beginning of this playthrough, the crestfallen knight or whatever, warrior, and didn't kill the other person. And of course I'm going to go and remedy that as soon as possible.
Which person are you talking about?
Well, I think at this point...
the one that kills the firekeeper?
No, I killed him, obviously I killed him. I have his ring on right now. There was only one other person in Firelink initially, and it's Petros, the cleric. With the bowl, haircut, and the fat and armor and whatever. There is something he does later, which I think I haven't even seen that part of the character quest, but I think if you kill him now, you can prevent the death of another person later. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Although, if you remember, Nico and whatever else and the woman who come to his area later, they know somehow that I did this, and when they're here they all attack me later, but I didn't really film that part.
Lords, you damn fool.
No healing. Yep. I wasn't in the mood to listen to him.
No. This can't be. It can't end like this.
Just fucking plummeted him into the ground. So yeah, and once again I'm reminded that when the NPCs talk, when they attack you, you cannot lock onto them, and I think you cannot do some other stuff, which is kind of irritating. Anyways, right now I'm going to go to Andre and buy stuff and upgrade stuff, and it's going to be awesome.
So, Antroid, when you die, you get always respawned at the bonfire. Why do NPCs never respawn? What's the deal with that?
I have no idea. Maybe, well, it's just, I guess it's just game mechanics, but maybe it's because I'm the chosen undead or some bullshit. Although I think the chosen undead part was pretty much fabricated by Frampt and just told me to make me believe that I'm special. But I don't know. Maybe when I kill them they respawn in some other world. I always respawn in my world, obviously, so that's that. There is, like Solaire said, like a lot of worlds here, parallel versions of Lordran, and time is fucked up and everything, so we shouldn't really try and make sense of it all. Anyway, Sans Fortress I am obviously going to speed up a little bit past this initial part. there was a summons here. I considered summoning him, but then I wrote, if you remember, Habababa number or TrueDag, the one guy that offered to help me in Dark Souls should I ever need it, by cooperating. I messaged him there at that point where the summoning sign was, and after waiting a while he didn't respond, so I just went ahead and went into here. Died a couple times before this cut, so I'm gonna find my corpse somewhere around. Now for the person that we missed before, there's xXxANIMESHKAxXx sitting here, and he wasn't sitting here last time because I switched the boulders off and he just went away. Also, these two dudes here, I have never before seen them alive at this place. They are always already corpses when you come here. It's implied, I think, that he kills them. But right now they're alive and he's just sitting there like there's no enemies around or anything. That's kind of weird. Anyway, let's go talk to him. Hey, xXxANIMESHKAxXx.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am xXXANIMESHKAxXx of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too plump to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
Basically he just says, I'm too dumb and fat.
Isn't this pretty much the same dialogue that he says when there is that like gate blocking the entrance?
Well,
I think he used pretty much the same words.
possibly, because well, maybe this was a mistake on my part to not talk to him there initially, because this was my first time in this playthrough talking to him, and maybe he used parts of his introduction dialogue here. But the main part about being too plump to outrun those things is I don't know if it's important in any way, but that's what I was here for. And now I'm just bypassing most of Sense Fortress, which is always a nice feeling. Don't really like exploring this place, although I need a couple things. First thing being, of course, this thing, Cavitas Gold Serpent Ring. If you wear it, it increases chances of item drops from enemies, which is precisely what I use later for farming humanity off camera from rats. And for farming mosses from the bush people, although that didn't really end up being useful, because I wanted to exchange the mosses with that Snuggly the Crow, if you remember her, for some Twinkling Titanite, but it turns out that you can only exchange this thing for another thing once per playthrough, and I apparently have already exchanged all 3 mosses once in this one, so that didn't work. And somewhere between cuts of this, my inventory gets filled with mosses to the brim. Of course, no one will ever see it because I didn't bother recording it. Anyway, here we go, almost done with Sense Fortress here. The lizard people aren't, well, not lizard, snake people aren't really dangerous when you have a giant club.
I think most things are not so dangerous when you have a giant club.
Yes, except for bosses. Most bosses are a bit more dangerous when you do not have ranged attacks. And boy, did Ornstein and Smoke grind my gears in this while I was recording this. I spent maybe like 10 hours total trying to kill them, which is kind of pathetic, but well, I managed it in the end. I'll talk more about it when we get there. For now, I'm just going to go kill the firebomb throwing giant. I considered leaving him alive for the boss fight, but then I thought, nah. And he, by the way, noticed me coming a mile away. I didn't even see him, he was already attacking me with its attack that tires him out, and it was his fatal mistake, as you will see now shortly. I don't remember how long it took previously to kill these dudes, but right now it's not very long at all. Once again, giant club. I think at this point it may be giant club plus 5 already. I didn't really notice or remember what I did with Andre, but he's dead. So that was kind of simple. And last time when we fought the boss, we didn't pick up the NPC summons that is there. I think I mentioned him, Black Iron Tarkus or Black Tarkus or whatever. Probably Black Tarkus. His armor set is Black Iron. Or Iron Tarkus or whatever. We'll see right now. Iron Tarkus, yes. He's a quite badass dude. Helps with the boss fight against Iron Golem, which is going to go ridiculously quick by, as you'll see. Hello, Iron Tarkus. I'm going to wear clothes later today.
That sounded creepy.
I intended it to sound creepy, but his armor set is the one I was going to use as this character, because I remember using it all the way through the game with my previous tank. So yeah, that's that. Let's go kill the Iron Golem, the huge robot or whatever golem made of iron on this tiny platform, which sounds everything but easy and safe. But apparently he has a weakness that I maybe heard about before, but I completely forgot. Tarkos, let's see, initiate the weakness exploiting sequence. And I had no idea that we were doing this. So he attacked one of his legs, which is, come to think of it, the only parts of him you can attack, but for some reason here, when you do that, attack one leg, he gets dizzy, attack a second leg, he just falls on his ass. And you can hit him all you want. Well, before he stands up again. There we go, already half dead. Now he's pissed. Going to grab Tarkos, Tarkos can take it. Obviously. Tarkos has mad health. And he's badass, so yeah. Going to grab Tarkos again, but nope! At the last second he turns around and grabs me, but I also can take it. Because I am very powerful and strong. Meanwhile, Tarkos cut his knee again. And I'm catching on at this point, so bam! Notice how his hand isn't even touching anything. Apparently you can make him fall off the platform this way, but didn't need to because he's dead. So that was a boss fight. 2 down, 2 to go. Thank you, Tarkos. And now I have 60 or something thousand souls to preserve until I get to the big what was it, Blacksmith, who sells stuff that I need to upgrade my stuff further. By the way, notice how my club is strapped onto my back in the cutscene. It never is in-game, and I wish it was, because it looks really ridiculous, I think. I would break in freaking half if I held it like that. Also, when my character is a naked woman, this looks kind of uncomfortable. Oh well.
Yes, it does. Well, your character is incredibly ugly, so it makes it a little bit better. Just a little bit.
I don't know. When you don't see her face, she is like any other woman except blue-skinned. And I don't think you should be discriminating by skin color, hipp0cat. Yeah, noticed it only last time. I think didn't notice it before, but there is a bit of a bug there. Oh well. Oh yeah. Here we are in Anor Londo once again. We're going to beat this whole area in this playthrough. I mean playthrough, in this update. Obviously playthrough. Ah, these guys are just not going to attack me here. Whatever, let's go. Rest! Don't even talk to that lady, the firekeeper in the brass armor. Ah. Although she's going to talk to me later. Alright, there's the gargoyles, and surprisingly I had a bit of trouble with them. I don't know why. Didn't have as much trouble when I was killing them as a boss. There was 2 of them. But here I guess I just got a bit careless. Well, you'll see. Whatever. And dodging is for weak people.
Dodging is for people who want to stay alive.
Yeah. Well, I can do a bit of dodging, but not always. Not often. It's tiresome, just all that jumping, rolling around and bullshit. Though it does look like I can just pretty much tank him. Go away, drink for a bit. Bam. Whatever. And here we find out that these gargoyles are electrical. And that he does a lot of breathing like that. I honestly expected him to stop after the first wave here, but he didn't, and he killed me there. But whatever. Gargoyles are nothing. I'm going to totally murder him. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that tail attack when he jumps into the air and attacks you with his tail is a bit deadly. Takes probably most of what the health I have right now. Bam! There we go. So good thing I was drinking. And there I thought I was dead, but no, apparently I have like 1 pixel of health. What was that sound? I don't know what the sound was. Whatever. Die! Sadly there's another one later, so I'll have a bit of fun with that one. Come on. There we go. I think...
Finally.
Yeah, he dropped something, but I didn't really notice what it was. Oh, and this is the most fun part, when you do not have any armor or a shield, and have to not die because you lose a lot of souls from bosses, which you want to carry to the blacksmith. This was fun, these rafters where you cannot dodge the daggers that the guys throw and stuff. But surprisingly enough, I didn't fall or die in any other way. So that's removing some tension right away from this part. But whatever. Yeah, that sound is definitely on your end. Bit of a...
Well, I don't know, I'm not really doing anything, so
Huh.
I'm not sure.
Well, it wasn't even about whatever, who cares. If it's in your audio, I'll just edit it out. Also, that message can go suck a dick, I mean, I'm jumping off. There's one thing you don't want to do here, it's obviously jump off, but whatever. I think I've said but whatever like 1,000 times already today. But whatever! These guys are satisfying because they die in one hit. And I missed enemies dying in one hit, although they were the swamp monstrosities and the Blighttown, but whatever. Fucking hell! But whatever! They weren't really humanoid and didn't have the amazing flop down animation when you just completely destroy them. Okay, come on, stop that. I'm just gonna take it like a man. Manly
But you're a woman,
like a
Antroid.
man-faced woman, whatever. 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 There we go. And he dropped with something, but... No, I'm not going to say it. But I didn't bother with it. Alright, this platform gave me a bit of work this time because there's the Gargoyle and I was hell-bent on avoiding him. Didn't notice him thus far, but you might have noticed him in the corner running. Now there's sounds of him, and now there he is, rather. I didn't really want him to fight him on the stairs here. I tried for a while, and it turned out pretty poorly. Yeah, because I was just not paying attention to when he was attacking. I was just trying to swing, and my swings are fucking long. So yeah, there we go. Now I'm being a bit more cautious because he is right there and he's going to see me approaching. Of course, I can be smart about this and run up to this thing and turn it, and he is locked out of this platform here. I guess an invisible wall appears there when I'm activating this or something. There was a bit of confusion here from me because I want to get down there and I forget what positions the platform, where it allows you to go in which position. I just looked at that guy for a while, being a bit of a dumb. I wish he'd just jump off of that. Okay, now I can rotate the platform back down and rotate it down again quickly before he reaches up to it, so that's my incredibly sneaky plan. I don't know why I'm going down here. Ah yeah, I wanted to get that bonfire that's there. There was a tomb. You probably don't remember because it's not a very memorable locations. A tomb with a lot of statues in the walls. I think you said something about it looked like they were going to attack me or something, or they looked like something else. Maybe. You definitely said something about it last time. Maybe you'll remember.
I don't really remember.
We'll see that place later in this, so maybe you will remember then. But right now I am just killing off all these people, and I found out a new attack that I didn't know about, that I can do for once. Let's see, I think it's somewhere around here. If you roll, and coming out of a roll, if you attack immediately with two hands, I didn't think it worked with one hand, you do this quick little bash, which is very useful against stuff like dogs or rats, which just kind of jump at you. You roll back and then do that immediately. Like... come on. Like so. Bam. Booh! There we go. I don't know why I chose to hit people with the handle of my giant club, which is like the weakest part of it, but it works. I think I'll demonstrate this move again here in a second. Give me a second. Boom. There we go. For some reason I always, well, most of the time I switch between sped up and not sped up when I'm drinking Essos. I don't know why, it just seems like something to do.
So, Antroid, you've played the game like several times, and is this the first time you learn about this?
The move, yes. I never really two-handed weapons before, because I always had a shield. And I think this move is two-hand only, so yep. Still learning about stuff. And one of the bosses left to kill in this update that I said before, I think I haven't... Well, I have seen her before, but I haven't really... I don't think I ever tried to fight him or her. But this time I did, and thankfully I knew how to handle him, so that went almost well. There we go, that's the armor that I went here for. Yay! I like how she can swing that club very fast, very quick in the animation, but not when she tries to attack. Okay, and this armor gives me the slow painful rolls, so I decided that maybe I'll wear only parts of it. I wasn't planning on wearing the helmet already because my awesome pigtails need to be shown to the world. But maybe I'll just wear... well, I will just wear one part of it later. Although after recording this I got thinking that maybe it's worth sacrificing the roll for a bit of tanking ability, but we'll see. So a part of me kind of wants to keep killing bosses and just beating areas only maybe in a helmet. Or maybe without any equipment at all, because, well, didn't have much trouble in the beginning, so maybe the club will pull my ass out of trouble again in the future. We'll see, I'll try. Anyway, here's the Gargoyle. I think I should kill him this time. I don't actually remember if I do. But you can see the armor...
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yes, we will find out. You can see how the armor reduces the damage I take. Well, not too much, but noticeably still. Hopefully it saves me in this case. Ugh. I'm too used to rolling. Although I think my other character is better suited for rolling because he... was it he? No, it's also she, I think. Yeah, my main playthrough character is also she. She is the lightweight and she has all the light armor, so I should get my rolling done with her. This one can
so,
be
Antroid, remind me, can you roll fast with heavy armor if you level up strength a lot or something like that?
Endurance. If you level up endurance a lot, your equipment load, max equipment load, raises, and you get fast rolls when your the stuff you get equipped is less than half of the weight of your max equipment load. So yeah, but you have to level up your endurance a lot because it doesn't raise the equipment load very fast. You can always just go and grab a Havel's ring and put that on because it dramatically increases the stuff you can wear, the amount of stuff you can wear. Also, these guys are apparently a bit more dangerous. I never treated them as any dangerous at all, but their spears sometimes have lightning attacks, which I'm not protected from very well at all. Also, bam. I don't know why the fuck the dude decided to come back here, but he did, and now he's just kinda stepping back. Like, never mind. It's all cool, chill, bro. I'm going. So yeah, these guys sometimes have lightning attacks like so. And they're pretty quick. So they're a good match for my slow ass character. But of course, nothing gives me trouble more than once so far. So my second try I kill them all. But the best part of Anor Londo is coming up, the archers. You should remember them.
Yes,
I
do
hyped
remember.
them up a bit more than they turned out to be, but still dreading them a little bit. Although maybe a bit less of this character actually, because she can actually kill the Silver Knights reasonably better than the other one. Because they die in like a couple hits from my club, and I can tank 1 or 2 hits from them. But I didn't really remember that fact here. Didn't remember that I wouldn't have a hard time killing them, so I was dreading the part like something else. But we'll see if I should have dreaded it, or if I should have just stayed calm and collected. Okay, being overly cautious here, for good reason. Something is going to surprise me here in a second, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep, a spear, well, to the foot, but I never knew that the guys could reach you here. But when you look at them, yeah, there is clear line of sight. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Also, for some reason, now all this architecture isn't stopped. Well, now it is, but it wasn't for a while there. So this is turning out worse than before already. Let's see. How is she going to do this? Is she going to succeed or not? Yeah. Yeah.
I was kinda expecting you to fall off.
I was expecting myself to fall off too, but I didn't, thankfully. Someone else fell off though. Right here. Wah! There we go. I didn't even bother with the second one, because I wanted this to be over as soon as possible. So yep, archers, first try, no problems. Whatever. Let's go. Bonfire coming up. And Solaire isn't at it, thankfully, because I didn't talk to him ever in this playthrough. Never talking to him is something I do on purpose here, because it saves him from grisly death later if he doesn't start his quest. I mean his, well, it's called character quests or something, NPC quests on the wiki, but it's pretty much when you talk to characters and they move along with you. Also, by the way, I don't think this should be possible, but it is.
You hit like somebody on the other side of the wall?
Yep. I know that there's a Silver Knight there, and I know that my club is very long. And apparently only the normal attacks get stopped by geometry. The strong attacks don't give a fick. Yes, fick. Fuck or shit or whatever. Don't give anything. So if you want to hit someone through the wall, use a strong attack, or even a jumping attack, because it's a variation of the strong one. Not exploring anything, not killing the giant demon dude, just opening up shortcuts. Here we go. Augustine and Smoke approaching. Although I didn't even go sit at the bonfire because I was already there. First of all, though, I'm going to go and spend all my souls here, which I was looking forward to. Although, not really much feedback from that, because I was upgrading only my armor piece. Took off my shoes and gauntlets at some point. So I only have my chest armor to upgrade, and it's not really making much of a difference. Here I'm buying stuff that you need to upgrade it. The special Twinkling Titanite. This guy, and only this guy, I think, sells it. And it costs a shit ton of souls. But I had a lot, so yeah, there we go. And then I spent some of the rest of my souls just buying stuff that I might need in the future, repairing shit. Yep. Yeah, alright, now we can go and die repeatedly. The only thing I'll waste now is humanities. Last hole before the boss. There's this annoying dude. And the two royal sentinels later. And what's that? On the floor there for a second. Golden signature of a certain Sun Knight. Which I was led to believe wouldn't appear, because I hadn't talked to him, but apparently he just doesn't give a shit. He managed to sneak in here previously and lay down his signatures everywhere. But then returned back to Undead Parish to stand there and look at the sun. Hello, Knight Solaire. He is questionable help for this fight. Well, he is a good distraction because there's two people there. Obviously, you would want someone to distract one of the bosses, but in this case, if you remember, last time I killed the small person first, and we saw the fat dude smash him with a hammer and get electricity powers. And this time, I am determined to kill the fat dude first to see the other way this can go. And the freaking... oh, he is still there fighting Royal Sentinels, but he's going to come through at any moment right here. I am determined to kill the big guy first, and Solaire almost always goes for Ornstein here, which is a bit of a pain. So not only do I have to survive this bullshit, I have to... this is a bit of a race. Before he kills Ornstein, I have to kill Small first, and this is tough enough. So yeah, spoiler alert, didn't manage to do it for a longest time. This is my first try, and as I said before, I spent about 10 hours doing this. Just to recap what I had to do while I'm being killed here. First of all, I went to the depths and which was locked. Do you remember the what was it called? The demon, the one boss that was in a very small courtyard with a couple dogs that we had a bit of trouble.
That Capra
Yes,
demon?
yes. Wow, you remembered that. I didn't remember. Capra demon. Yes. He has the key to the depths, and the master key that I have right now doesn't open them. So you need that. And I had to kill him. Although I did it off camera, but I killed him on my first fucking try, and I didn't film it. The secret apparently is to run to the right, where you wouldn't think to run. And there's no dogs on that side, so I just kinda ran around them and was very successful. Killed him on the first try, killed the giant rat in one hit. That was a bit fun, although I did it with my plunge attack, so that was very, very powerful. And there we go, Solaire is dead, and now, well, almost dead, I think. Yeah. No hurry, but he is going to die in a second here. So I was there and I farmed a bit of humanities to try again, upgraded my club a little bit. And there we go, team up, just not even give me a chance here. And drink, whatever, let's do it. I'm confident. I was kinda confident. I was actually contemplating not summoning Solaire here because I thought it would make it too easy. But you're right. So yeah, then TrueDag, aka hipp0cat, replied to my message that I sent to him way back in beginning of Sans Fortress and offered to help because, well, I asked for that back then, and I was very glad because I needed help here more than ever. Turns out he was playing on the Xbox, by the way, Flaming Club. He was playing on an Xbox, and multiplayer across platforms is not possible. So he just kinda hung out there in voice chat and listened to me try to kill these dudes for like 4 hours or whatever, something very long. I didn't manage, of course, with him. Then he left. I did some more farming. Some more humanity, because I spent all the humanity I farmed previously. This time I think I think he is not here at the moment. I mean, he wasn't here in time of recording. Yeah, I think I did this without him already, but using that pine resin, charcoal pine resin, to add fire damage to my club is his idea. And now I'm also using his encouragement to stay close to Small, because apparently his attacks just suck up close if you manage to run away from the butt stomp. The funny thing about this giant boss is when they have hammers, handles don't do any damage, only the head does. And if you get close, you are usually only hit by the handle, which does nothing. So yeah, there we go. This is a take where I kill Small first successfully and try to fight Giant Ornstein, so I left it here for just information. Obviously I didn't succeed at killing everyone, but after I filmed this, I was free to kill them in whatever order I wanted, because I didn't really need to record it in a specific order anymore, so that was a bit easier after this. But it's not to say that I managed to do it very easily, but at least I didn't have to kill the fatty first. And down he goes, almost here. Bam. And I think Solaire does it, yeah. While I'm lying on the ground, Solaire lands the final hit. And there he goes. If you remember how he hit his guy with a hammer when we kill the small guy first, it's interesting that apparently Ornstein has some respect for Small, because he just kinda, I don't know, lays his hand on him in mourning or something, whereas Small just fucking hits him with a hammer. I think Small is a bit of a psychopath in this relationship. It was implied by someone somewhere, I think, or someone says that he was eating like bone meal made from bone marrow of people he killed because he's an executioner, and that's why he's so fat. I think I said it before, but it's something that should be repeated because that's just so screwed up. And there we go, Solaire is dead, and I am one-on-one versus Giant Ornstein, which is going to suck. Didn't speed this up because I just wanted to show how it is to try and fight this guy with a melee character without any sort of ranged attacks. And yeah, that is a bit of a bother. I tried the same approach here, just get in between his legs and attack. But he does that thing when he jumps and swings at the same time. Thankfully I apparently had my shield up, so I didn't suffer too much damage from that. Oh, this attack, funny. I don't get damage from impalement. Impalement. Only get damage from the shock. And, well, it seems like it shouldn't be that hard, but it is. This guy is much more difficult than Electric Smo. He apparently can glitch through the floor or something, but I didn't want to even try that because I haven't seen it happen even on video and read about it, so I don't know where to get him to do that. But in some sources it says that he dies when he falls through. In some sources it says that he doesn't, so... Also Butt Stomp, he inherited Butt Stomp from Smo. I guess it was his natural born power or something, along with electricity. Although I read on the wiki somewhere that actually only, I think Smo is... wait a second. One of them... No, Ornstein is weak to fire, and Smo actually wasn't weak to fire. But I think when I was using Charcoal Pine Resin it was helping. So I don't know who to believe, Habba Baba or the internet. Well, the rest of the internet. But I don't really care. Because these bosses, at the time of recording, these bosses are dead. Finally and for good. There we go. There he's killing him. Well, not killing, hitting me with that attack. And that was, I think, his version of the run with the hammer and then uppercut, which does a lot of damage when Smoke does it. I think I'm going to die at any second here. Didn't speed any part of this up for some reason, but I guess it's just here for people to experience. Also, you might want to say something at some point, hipp0cat.
No, I'm good.
Okay, alright. I think he's going. Yeah, he's going to start throwing shit at me, and that stuff is surprisingly deadly. In probably a couple seconds, yeah, I decided to do this, but no, it didn't work out. In a couple seconds, he's going to start shooting again, and I am going to completely fuck up. Now, these things defend me from it, and I thought maybe this thing would defend me from it too, but it didn't. There we go. Now I had tried a lot of time before, but I had to resort to using help from a person. The last person I wanted to help me, it's a summon, a player, actual human summon, but you will see later he's running, or she, I don't know, running around here. If you can make it out, I guess you will know why I didn't want to summon her or her. But she or he is a total boss. I mean, she's or he is just killing everyone. So actually of course I had some sort of anxiety or something, because I just got hit in very stupid ways this whole time, while he or she was running around helping me and doing everything for myself. So well, spoiler alert, we defeat the boss easily here. Well, I do not defeat the boss, I just kind of watch it happen. So mad shoutouts to xXxANIMESHKAxXx. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's xXxANIMESHKAxXx, not 4 X's there. And I'm just getting fucked over. Well, Animeshka runs straight to the boss door, and here I thought I would die, which would be really embarrassing. Come on, man, come on, don't fuck around. Alright, I won't fuck around, sorry. So yeah, thank you, whatever you are. I'm assuming you're... at least you know or speak Russian, because I don't think in English you would say Animeshka. Well, if you see this somehow, big thanks to you. Contact me if you want your reward for this, which is a couple thousand, whose line is it anyways, points. I'm willing to part with them easily and freely. But yeah, here also interestingly, TrueDag told me while we were talking that apparently a lot of people understand here that the person who summons them would like to kill one of these guys first, because actually, yeah, it's not only for recording's sake. The drop from the boss depends on who we kill first. I mean, who we kill last, I think. Well, it's connected obviously, but I think the person we kill last drops his stuff. It's either at least the soul, and we can forge their weapon using the soul later. So at some point I can wield this hammer, I think. I don't know if I will ever get around to it, but I can. And
Is it going to be as big as this one?
not really. All the boss weapons get a bit shrunk to my size. Anyways, yeah, TrueDag said that most people at this point are experienced and they understand when cooperating this boss fight. They kind of hang back, distract people until you start hitting one of them, and they understand that this is who you want to kill first, and they help you, which is nice. But in this case, I didn't really care too much. Obviously, the hammer is more suited for this character than the spear, which I presume we would get from killing Ornstein first, but I was not going to use it extensively anyways, because my club is the best weapon in the game, I think, for heavy hitters. Even the Dragon Tooth, which I don't remember if I have in this playthrough already, the one that Havel uses, the giant black tooth, even that thing is weaker, fully upgraded, of course. Also, you can see that Animeshka here is using some sort of short-range flamethrower. I think it's one of the low... maybe it's an upgraded version, but it's a pyromancy that I never used before. What's the point of pyromancy? Is at short range, right? But it helps here a lot, along with a scythe, or maybe a great scythe, I don't really... yeah, I think that's a great scythe. AKA, some people say, the best dexterity-oriented weapon in the game. I think it's the great scythe is called the best, because it has like a very long range, good attacks and stuff, good scaling. But yeah, here I am just ecstatic here, because finally, after 10 to 8 hours of horrible torture, we are done with the Ornstein and Smog. Only one boss left to kill in this video, but right now we're going to go see a certain amazing chest lady, much to your delight, I guess.
Of course.
Although, I have to say that how did it go? There can only be one princess in Lordvessel, I guess, in this case, and this princess shall be me, because I, of course, am jealous of her looks, and I am totally going to go do something about it in a second. First of all, I completely threw my idea of spending souls on upgrades out of the window and leveled the fuck up. Actually, I did level up between the cuts of the boss fights, so I was a much higher level when I was fighting than my first attempt, but still. Here we go. I think I give her a run for her money in the beauty contest. I don't know what you think, but I know that I'm right. Hello, bitch. Sadly, I forgot to read the messages, but I think we can't really have anything too exciting and new. We sell pretty much everything they have to offer. So, I don't like you, Guinevere. Although I chose a poor weapon, because this thing doesn't actually do damage apparently. Just threw a couple piles of shit. Then I went and picked up a better weapon. Crossbow. Fuck you. There she goes.
Whoa. You can just kill her?
Yep. Now I'm the prettiest in this world.
And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
Whatever. So, this is a bit of a revelation. Oh, by the way, she drops the Lordvessel, of course. This is a bit of an interesting revelation. Gwyndolyn, you know about him before, because you heard about him somewhere and told me about it before, if you remember. You called him the princess with a penis. That's him.
Yeah.
That's him. And earlier in the other playthrough, on some ring, we read that, or maybe not a ring, I don't know, probably a ring. We read that Guinevere actually left Lordvessel and she is now with some random flame god Flan or whatever. And I asked, why the fuck does it say that she left Lordvessel if she's here? Well, surprise, she wasn't real. So she, the whole amazing chest lady, and most of the enemies here, at least the sentinels and the knights, I think, and even the sunlight were all an illusion created by Gwyndolyn, because he is the last god in this place. Also, there are his people. He has a covenant that punishes princess killers, so to speak, and there are some NPCs that spawn here when I kill her. But yeah, there we go. He is the...
So you can only meet him if you kill Guinevere?
Well, no, he lives in that tomb underneath in the bonfire, which I mentioned before. The place that you said, I said that you said something about. Also, I don't know what the fuck that message was about. I said that you said something about that place. There's a tomb there, and there is, by the way, repost. There is a way to open a door here, there to his chamber. You cannot see him. He talks to you through the fog door. And you can kneel before the fog door and talk to him and join his covenant. But if you go through, you will have to fight him, because he takes it very seriously. There is the real tomb, well, not really real because he isn't dead, but the, I guess the, what's the word there? Honorable, I don't know, whatever, tomb of Gwyn there, and he is guarding it. He is a bit zealous about this whole thing. He is the last god that stayed in Anor Londo to keep stuff up, I guess, for in a desperate attempt to restore the Age of Fire or something. He was just really devoted, I guess, or something. I don't know what this stuff. Here I am having a bit of trouble with these people. Equipping my crossbow for a second there, because I believed maybe I would lure one of them, but no, didn't really work. I think this guy actually is wearing my armor here, black iron set, and the other person, which I think is a woman, is wearing I believe the boulder set. And the boulder set is awesome because now I'm using a shield from that set, and in the other playthrough I was using the boulder side sword extensively, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she has the same shield. And I think I forgot to mention it, but yeah, I upgraded between cuts of fighting the boss. I upgraded my strength enough so I can wield one hand this club here, and now I can use a shield like a sane person. Although two-handing weapons still does like maybe twice the damage, so sometimes it's worth it to quickly switch to two-hand when you are safe to land a hit and do that. Although I never bother with it. Maybe later I'll switch back to naked and no shield and two-hand just for the fun of it, if the area or a boss is safe enough. But yeah, now Anor Londo is dark. Most of the enemies are gone. I think the only enemies that are left are those pale demons, people that have spears, and the ones which carry me to this place. But sentinels and silver knights aren't here anymore because they were all an illusion. A very hard-hitting illusion, but still an illusion. Also, there's a fog door there, and it's making me nervous because I don't know why. Maybe there's an invader. But turns out there's another person here.
How dare you produce a blood from a deity? How did you
She's stalking. I cannot do anything while she's stalking. This is annoying.
It is the least that I can do.
Yeah, whatever. This is actually the woman that is normally standing leaning against the wall at the bonfire across the chasm there. The firekeeper. And now she attacks us, obviously, because we are a jerk. And that almost killed me. And after we kill her, we cannot use that bonfire anymore, because, well, like when the firekeeper dies, apparently that one bonfire that the firekeeper is sitting at doesn't work anymore. All the others do, but that one doesn't. And she is using, I think that is a magic weapon. I've never used that myself, but there's a spell that you can cast to, like, add magic damage to a weapon or something, because at some point we can see her without that glow. I think right now the glow ran out. Yep. I'm being very careful here because I have no Estus whatsoever. Although there is another means to heal myself, which is very wasteful but still works, I guess. There she goes, applying the magic weapon again. I am very afraid of actually even hitting her because she does that stance, which means that she's going to parry and riposte and probably kill me. But I think I do anyways. At some point eventually, yep. But she didn't actually riposte me, because if she did I would die. I don't know, maybe she felt bad about it, she just kinda hit me with a weaker dagger that she has in the other hand. Now, this is the way to heal. Using a humanity, among other things, heals you fully. So if you want to waste your humanities, there you go, you can do that. So this is a bit close, but not really. Now I get into the swing of things. I remember that I believe maybe the strong attack cannot be parried and riposted. If it can, she doesn't do it. And so, in a couple hits, she goes down. Pretty much one hit left here.
This woman is a threat.
I like how she sounded not sure about whether I'm a woman or not. This woman is a threat. There we go, Firekeeper Soul. At some point I'm going to go to Firelink and, morbidly enough, offer a soul of a Firekeeper I killed personally to the other Firekeeper to make my soda a bit more flavorful. Now, as the last action in this update, before there was a bit of a fade there that didn't work. The last action is going to visit Gwyndolyn in his tomb and kill him. Now you can see that I still do not have any Estus because I didn't run to any bonfires. I think I tried to use a homeward bone and it outright refused to work. And here this bonfire didn't work either, so I had no idea. Later it works somehow magically, but I don't know what changed it. So I think I just... yeah, there we go. Doesn't let me use it. So I decided to go... By the way, this is the place that you said something about before. The statues and the tombs and stuff. Should have pointed it out earlier, maybe you would remember, but still. Here we go, this is the place where you would kneel, but I just don't give a shit. He doesn't like me anyway. At this point. Hexen.
First thou offendeth the Godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord.
Yep. Sure am. I mean, sure do.
Dark son, Gwyndolyn,
Yeah, he is the Dark Sun, not the Dark Moon.
for thy felonies commenceth.
Obviously you know that this is the guy, or girl. Guy, well, technically guy. That you...
It's a trap!
Yes, it's a trap! That you were talking about with me before. But now you can look at him and recognize him when I come closer. Yeah, I died here. Not going to... first time I died here, because one of his attacks apparently... Well, he has 3 attacks. The daggers are easy. These things you gotta hide from, because... Well, you can roll, but that's really risky. They hard really hit. Yes, they hard really hit. But he has a 3rd attack that also hard really hit and goes through these columns on the side. This one. And I got killed by it the first time. But now I find out that you can just kinda sidestep. So all 3 attacks of his... If you're not an idiot, they are reliably dodgeable. I said if you're not an idiot, come on, past Antroid. When he rises like that, it's a sign that he's going to throw daggers, so that's a good opportunity to run up and bash his skull in. I haven't learned exactly which gesture means which spell, but now I'm safe, obviously. When we run close, he just kinda teleports a bit further, but we can land a couple hits somehow. So this is kind of easy, and the music, by the way, it's playing probably not very loud because I kind of messed with the volume settings in the middle of this episode. I think I turned them back to the right amounts, but still. The music is the same as the one played with the butterfly, if you remember the butterfly on the bridge in the forest.
Yeah, I remember.
It's the same music. The music is actually intended for this guy, but they chose it for the butterfly too. For some, well, it fits that even more than this, I think.
Is this an infinite corridor?
Yeah, sure is. And probably if you die at some ways in, your corpse is going to be all the way there when you get back here. So you'll have to run the exact length again to get it. Disasters are gone after defeat of the Grave Lord's servant. I am very glad to hear that.
What does that mean actually?
I have no fucking clue. That's the second time that message appeared in this, well, not in the episode, but when I played recording this. Once it appeared when I wasn't recording. Actually, I have a bit of an idea. Grave Lord Nito, if you remember the big man with a lot of skulls, he has a covenant about him too. Because he is the Grave Lord and he obviously, that is his covenant. And I think people were saying, I read about it, at least on the console versions, covenant didn't really work as intended. But I think you're supposed to like use an item to infect another player's world with a more powerful enemy or some bullshit like that. Or something. And I have no fucking clue how it works, or how it's supposed to work at least even. But I guess that means that someone's world was infected and he defeated the extra powerful monster version of whatever, I don't know. A lot of covenants here are kinda pointless. Like there's a dragon covenant which sounds awesome and it gives you the rewards of being able to turn partially into a dragon, which is cool as hell. But the only activity you can do there, if I remember correctly, is kind of just dueling other people for a specific item, the dragon scale. It's like Titanite, but only for a couple equipment parts, like the Dragon Tooth Club, by the way, but not really going to have a use for that. So a lot of covenants in here are kind of strange. There is the Way of the White, which is the Cleric's Covenant, which is easy. It's cooperative. You have more chance of being paired up with someone. Sunlight is Sun Bros are also kind of about cooperative, I guess. What else? There is the, how was it called? I don't remember. Dark Wraith. I think. The other giant serpent. We only saw Framped. Do you remember Framped? You should remember Framped.
Yeah, of course I do.
There is another one, which I think as this character I'm going to approach that other one. And I think I mentioned him. I kind of explained what I think about him and his position.
Well, you did mention another serpent, and you said that Framped doesn't like him or something.
Yeah, they are kind of enemies. They don't see eye to eye on the issue of the ages and stuff. Framped, he is friends with Gwyn, and he likes the Age of Fire. He likes how things were before shit hit the fan. And he wants to resort to fooling me or doing anything to just kind of get it back, even temporarily. Which is, if I go link myself to the fire instead of Gwyn, I'm going to prolong the Age of Fire for a while. And gods will have power again, and humans are going to live with the gods. Some people think that gods were very oppressive towards humans, but I see no evidence in the game of that. Although, well, there are no humans in Anor Londo, it's the city of the gods, but there were humans in other parts of even Lordran, like New Londo, for example. And Gwyn even chose 4 kings, which he thought were especially awesome people. He chose them as kings and gave them a part of his soul, so I guess, I don't know, I don't think humans were really repressed. But the other guy, which I think his name is Keith or something, he wants the things to go natural way. And he sees natural way is the flame fading as it is, not so he doesn't want us to mingle, to do anything about it, because he just believes that if things are happening by themselves, I guess that's how they should happen. And he wants the new age to come. I don't know if he has any other motive besides just wanting things to go naturally, but he tempts us with the promises of humans being in charge, because humans are, I guess they are some. By the way, this is a Tomb of Gwyn. Has no Gwyn, is too giant, but it's kind of, I don't know, honorary tomb.
Okay, Antroid, so if you don't kill Guinevere, but you kill Gwyndolyn, does the illusion go away?
Yes. Probably not, I don't remember, it probably doesn't go away if you just kind of intrude here and piss him off, but do not kill him. But I don't think it's possible to kill, by the way, empty chest. It's not possible to kill him and still keep Anor Londo bright and amazing chest lady there. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, so to finish my explanation about the serpents, the other dude tries to promise that humanity is going to be in charge because it draws its humanity from humanity, which is parts of the Dark Soul, and logically enough in the Age of Dark it's going to be all about it. But a bit later we'll see how overly humane humans actually look in this world, and it's pretty safe to say that we do not want that to happen. But for the pluralism of opinions, we're going to take the position of Keith in this playthrough. So yep, there we go. This episode is over, and next time we are going to play the normal playthrough, travel around the exciting snowy castle of Painted World of Aramis, and see some women, and see probably one of my favorite and most ridiculous pieces of headgear in this game. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.